These protests will go on in line with Article 37 of our Constitution, which, as you all know, provide for freedom of peaceful assembly and picketing. And no person, no authority has got the power to suspend the operation of Article 37 of our Constitution. No person, no authority, no agency. Not William Ruto, not Kithure Kindiki, not Ndietu Gachagua. Gachagua who? Yes. No person and anybody purporting to stop demonstrations is deluding themselves, because they have got no that power or authority. Now we can also confirm that the signature collection is also going on and will proceed side by side with the protests. This exercise is also protected under Article 1 of our Constitution. The people have decided to act directly. And who are we to go against the wishes of the people? And having said this, we wish to set the record straight on a couple of things that Kenya Kwanza got wrong last week in their response to the ongoing protests. Now, Kenya Kwanza claimed that protesters are being paid. Now, for anyone to claim that those protesters who came out in hundreds and thousands in places like Emali, Busia, Kitale, Kilifi, Kakamega, Machakos, and Nairobi, among other places, were paid is to be extremely insincere and to live in deep denial. And that should worry Kenyans. A regime in denial and deep slumber is a very dangerous regime. And Kenya Kwanza is one such regime, as we all know by now. Now, we are shocked at how fast Kenya Kwanza has lost contact with the people and how they don't understand what Kenyans are going through. Kenya Kwanza claims that the protests are not about the cost of living. In their view, the cost of living is not so high as to warrant protests. That is how a regime that has abandoned people's agenda thinks. And Kenya Kwanza is obviously one such regime. Because Kenya Kwanza does not seem to understand or know how hungry and angry Kenyans are. And like a broken record, Kenya Kwanza is stuck, still talking about the handshake of 2018, the Nusumukate of 2008, and so on and so forth. Kenyans are past that stage. And since they lack imagination, Kenya Kwanza is the only political formation still thinking and talking about these handshakes and the rest. And no wonder the regime has lost the people. Now Kenya Kwanza is accusing us, Azimio, of failing to provide solutions to the rising cost of living. Seriously. We know no country where a party stays in government, but once the one out of government provides solutions to the problems of the people. If Kenya Kwanza solutions are not working for the people, then Kenya Kwanza needs to get out of power. Just disband and quit. Across the world, responsible leaders and regimes admit failure of their policies and quit in the interest of the nation. Don't ask us for solutions. Quit and pave way for a regime that has solutions. Indeed, if we took our power, we would provide those solutions. You all know. Now, in their address last weekend, Kenya Kwanza purported to call the attention of the nation to so-called efforts by the government to reduce the cost of living. But they could not point to any such efforts. If there's an effort to lower the cost of living, Kenyans will notice it And Kenya Kwanza would not need to be explaining itself or struggling to explain itself.